Alright, so we're gonna go in chronological order of the times that I got these weapons, or knives as I would call them. So the first one we got is a Kukri. I got this while working the Renaissance Fair. It is about that long. You can probably give the measurements later. It is a chopping style weapon, chopping style knife. It's fairly decently heavy. It's not that bad. It's got a very nice weight around the bevel of the blade that allows it for nice good chopping. And it's got a nice leather case to come with it. And this was about 40 bucks. So not bad price for not a bad blade, although the handle did take some damage during one of the times I was testing it to see how well it would prove for usage. And yeah, the handle got busted a little bit, so probably not gonna use it. Yeah, see, it twists. Probably not gonna use it too much, but so that was the first one. Now on to the second one. All right, so next we have a Scotsman Dirk. I got this while I was at the Scotland Highland Games here in Alaska. Here's the knife. It's a really good knife. It's more for like show than it would be for usage, but it still does pretty decently. And this was also about 40 bucks. I haven't really tested it for anything, but it does work it does look really nice. So we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, so the next one we have after the Scotsman Dirk is the American Damascus Bowie. Here's what it looks like. So, oops. So it's got this really nice Damascus pattern for the blade. As you can see, it is razor sharp. I can tell you that from experience. You know how like on Forged in Fire, they test it by seeing how sharp it is by like shaving the hair on their arm. Yeah, this one's fairly sharp. It was a little overpriced. It's probably one of the more expensive knives I have, coming in and around maybe, I think it was like somewhere around $200. So probably one of the more expensive ones that I have. And again, a nice leather case that it fits in. So yeah, it's got this nice black grip for the handle with these little grooves going through it to lock it in. It is a full tang blade, as you can see. Goes all the way through the handle. So yeah, that is blade number 3. Now on to blade number 4. All right, so blade number 4 and 5 I got at the same event, and that was the Bear Paw Festival. And the only reason I got the second one, which I will show next, was because they said, the company that I got this knife I'm about to show you said that they weren't gonna be at any of the other events we were gonna be at. So I got that one as well. So this one, the Switchblade. It is red in color, it's single edge. It is proven to be very sharp, has a glass shatterer on the end. And just like that, and like that. Yes, and I also have checked some of the laws in Alaska. I can legally carry this, I just can't open carry it. I have to be 21 and over to conceal carry it, and I'm not quite there yet. So we're getting there. So then on to the next one that I got from the Bear Paw Festival is this throwing axe. I got it from the same tent, but it's a different company, I'm guessing, that made it. So here's what it looks like. See, MTech, or MTech, I'm sorry, MTech USA. It's got different grips for like different ways that you can throw it. So you can throw it at the bottom, the middle, or near the top. Any one of those you can hold it from. It's got points on the end. It's got a fairly decent sharp edge, and it comes in this little carrying case. You can just put it in like that and lock it in. Yep, and then we've got 2 more that I'm going to show you. And these ones were ones that I bought from my employer whose food cart I work at. All right, so next up, we have a pair of sais. Now, the only reason I'm not holding these by the handles is because the handles are coming undone a little bit. So it's leaving this like black residue on my hands. So I'm just going to hold them like this. These are what would be traditionally used, I would say, by some Japanese warriors from the past. These are easily recognizable by the type of weapons that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael carries. He carries these. They are said to be a peace weapon, a weapon for peace. So there's that. There's these. And then he also gave me this nice red vinyl black leather case to carry them in. So I'm gonna slide in like this. And then we swap it over to the other side. Slide in there. And you just close it up. Zip it up. And the next one we have is a Cavalry Saber. So here's what it looks like. It's fairly decently sized. It's not sharp, so I can run my finger along it and not get cut. It has this really nice cloth handle on it with the little tail ends, which I would think gets in the way a little bit, but it's not too bad. So then you just close it up like that. There's the sheath. The sheath could use a little bit more cleaning on it, and I'll probably get to that later. But, so there's that. And yeah, that's all the knives I have that I've gotten over the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm gonna show a blade show, just show you what they will do. I won't use this one too often because the handle, like I said, is busted, so it's not gonna be used very often, but here we go. So there you go, you can see the chopping skill of the blade. You can pull that out and put it back in its case, and don't worry, these will be cleaned afterwards so that they don't rust or anything. I'm not going to use these because these don't have any sharp points on them. The Cavalry Saber does have a sharp point, but it's not a good sharp point, so we're not going to use that. So then the Scotsman dagger. Yeah, fairly good. I would say it could use a little bit of a more finger guard because that kind of hurt, but I think I'll be okay. So close that up. Where did that? Oh, there. All right. So next we have the Bowie. All right. This is the first time I'm ever using it like this. So. Okay. That's got a little bit better chopping power than the Bowie, or than the Kukri, I would say. And the handle is very comfortable to hold while doing it. So then, I'm gonna go to the axe. You can use it on both ends. There's that. I'm not gonna, and it is a throwing hatchet, but I'm not gonna throw it because last time I did that, I kind of busted the handle. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And then the Switchblade. And this one I'm gonna be careful with too because the spring for this thing is kind of loose. So yeah, there's that. You can use it to cut. It cuts fairly easily because it's nice and sharp. Just like that. All right, and that will conclude today's video.